It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these stars,
they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
On second down, it's Nix. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Nix from the gun on third down. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's got first down yardage. Bring it out to the 24. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Here's Barkley. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Once again, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Man in motion is Smith. 3rd and short. And Hurts will throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He connects with Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Mims sent in motion here. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing, Nix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Here's Braden Mann now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Second down. Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Hurts now. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Here's 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. To throw is Hurts. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. Third and long. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he'll take it on in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They send Sutton in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion left. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on.
A second effort, and he is in. Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense and Jaleel McLaughlin head back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A run now with McLaughlin. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Nix. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. Whoa! And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 3rd down, It's Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. On 1st down, it's Hurts. To the goal line and in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. This one intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Two defenders in the area, Mike, but it just doesn't seem to matter. This is an offense that continually trusts their guys to make big plays regardless of the coverage, and they're able to pick up a fresh set of downs because of it.
Nix now on first and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard. Throwing is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman at the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Hurts now. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll go play action with Nix. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. He's got his man Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Hurts working in the pistol. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
These plays just kill you. Defense, the pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Second down and 3. Man in motion is Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 27-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 36 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Second down. Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They send Sutton in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Throw it. Nix. There's a screen from McLaughlin. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight.
And now whistles as the challenge flag is out, and this last play will be reviewed. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos are able to cut into the deficit. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, it's Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To the ground, a first down run. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Play action now. It's Nix. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
There's that man again. Another catch. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Hurts to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Room to run at the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. That one taken in. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Brown. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Hurts now. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nix now to throw it here on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Into space at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. That one on the former Notre Dame star, Mike McGlinchey. Here's Nix to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain. So it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, They've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Once again, it's Barkley. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.